I want to thank the good folks over at LG for sending Technibility this LG G6 preview unit, which we're going to go ahead and look at really quickly right now. Thank you guys for watching Technibility. I'm Baird, your source for no-nonsense tech. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So first thing you're going to notice with the LG G6 is its design. Now obviously you can see that the screen has the rounded corners and there's very little bezel. And the whole idea behind this is LG is going for a large screen but on a smaller frame. So you're not going to get a large form factor and it's going to feel good in one hand. So that's one thing that I think is absolutely brilliant of LG to do, because nowadays, you get a lot of phones that have very little bezel, but in this case it's literally, tiny. The top where the ear speaker sensor and the front facing camera are, you can see there's very little bezel. On the bottom it's a very small chin, and you could see the speaker grill, the USB-C, just the design in general. And this is a 5.7 inch Quad HD display. It's 2K resolution, rendering 564 pixels per inch in what LG is calling a full vision display with 18:9 aspect ratio. So what LG is saying is that the viewing space offers a more immersive experience when streaming videos and playing games, and it really does. So like when you play games, you can change the aspect ratio, which is really pretty awesome. You can see the back, you have the fingerprint scanner as well as the power button. And it's not modular anymore like the G5, so you can't technically remove this back, but you can if if you're a repair person, you can remove it, but it cannot be removed. So it is a unibody build, 3300 milliamp battery. So although it's 7.9 millimeters in thickness, the reason why they went with a thicker form factor is so they can pack in a large battery. And so far, so good with this battery life. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I've had no issues at all with battery life. I've used it yesterday I used it at 100% charged in the morning, and by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I was still at about 30%. So that's really solid battery life. I'm just going around the phone here so you can see it. Again, 7.9 millimeters in thickness, and it is a very small phone for a 5.7 inch display. Here you can see the headphone jack, or you can see the volume rockers. Again, the speaker on the bottom. And just looking at the back, or looking at it from the back, has an SD card slot that takes up to 2 terabytes. Okay, 2 terabytes. And even though 2 terabyte cards aren't out yet, eventually when they are, you're going to be able to use a 2 terabyte card in your phone, which is absolutely phenomenal if you think about it, guys, because 2 terabytes, who would have thought? Your phone may actually have more storage than your computer. So that's actually pretty cool, in my opinion. You also have Dolby surround sound on these speakers, so they're very, very loud. Of course, you have Android 7.0 Nougat with Google Assistant. That's included with LG's overlay. Going to the settings here, you guys can see the settings. A multitude of different settings and customization options. If I go to display, if you want the app drawer, you can change that to the app. You can add the app drawer back if you want by going to home screen and just going to select home, clicking on home and app drawer. So that's there. Really cool. The camera obviously has wide shot. So let me go ahead and just show you guys the camera here. Okay, you can see that's single lens, and that's wide lens. And this has a 13 megapixel dual camera with optical image stabilization 2.0. And again, you can see the wide shot here. One of my favorite features. On top, you can see you get previews of the photos that you take. So you could just quickly access them from the top. Front-facing camera also has wide shot. Okay, and going back to the rear camera, just absolutely phenomenal camera in my opinion, and we'll get more in-depth into the camera and its features when we do the full review. This is just a quick preview and hands-on that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, and here you can see it uses Google Chrome. All right, let's go ahead and just showcase some of the audio. So we'll go to video here. Alright, pretty solid headphones right there, guys. Obviously you have the controls as well as the microphone. Again, it's not wireless, but not everyone is really content with wireless at this point, so these are really cool. Really excited that LG is including these with every V20 that you purchase. Alright, here you see the actual V20. Of course, last year's model was the LG V10, and this is, of course, the LG V20, as says the box. Alright, you guys can see the box. Very simplistic. Alright, we're going to go ahead and unbox it here. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and open it. You see the phone right. Now this has great multitasking with Q Slide if you've ever used LG's system before, but you can see you can have multiple apps open at the same time. So you have real true multitasking here, and you can pin apps if you don't want to clear them from the multitasking tab. Of course, the notification bar with the quick settings, which you can adjust and edit to your liking. Let's go ahead and take a look at a game here. Actually, we'll look at Temple Run. And again, you can change the aspect ratio right here. So right now I'm at 18:9 full screen. Yeah, I'm playing this with one hand here. Great viewing angles, fantastic in direct sunlight. Oh, and I fell. Okay, we're gonna exit out of that. You can see how quick this phone is too. And the Snapdragon 821 processor with 4 GB of RAM makes this thing an absolute speed demon. I've always felt that it's a little bit faster when you use it without the app drawer, but when you go back to the app drawer settings in terms of the home screen settings, it kind of slows it down. So this way, in my opinion, it's just a lot more fluid. Okay, and again, it's not modular anymore like the G5, so you can't remove the battery. But again, it does have a 3300 milliamp battery, so you're not going to have any issues with battery life. And also the fact that the front of the screen is basically all screen, and they've gone with a smaller form factor in terms of the build. In terms of the build, I think that's actually brilliant on LG's part. Kudos to them for doing that. I think it's about time we have literally no bezel on phones. We're getting there, so in due time. And again, it is 148:9 by 71.9 in terms of its size, so it's not the biggest phone for a device that is a 5.7-inch 2K resolution Quad HD display. And it is IP68 water and dust resistant, so you guys don't have to worry about going swimming with it. Although I don't recommend going swimming with it nonetheless. That's something that I just wouldn't recommend you do. 5 megapixel front-facing camera, again 13 megapixel dual rear cameras. Has Google Assistant, so you can get all the goodies with Google Assistant and Android 7.0 Nougat. So that's really cool. A ton of different features with the camera, which we'll get into in the full review. I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick hands-on here, which I think I did. If you guys have any questions regarding the LG G6, please ask me in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them in a timely fashion. Otherwise, this is the LG G6 hands-on preview. I will be getting a full review unit very soon, so stay tuned for that and a bunch of comparisons, guys. Thank you guys for watching Technibility, your source for no-nonsense tech. I'm Berge. Have a good one.